Hi, my name is Melina and I'm a holistic health coach. I'm here today to share with you some tips to help support you on your holistic healing journey. So today I'm going to talk about fragrances, or as I like to say, aromatic assault. The fact is, it's hard to get away from these toxic substances that are in so many products these days. Even if you're just going for a walk in the woods, someone else is passing you by on the path and you can smell their detergent. A really great example of this, which was actually my inspiration for making this video today. I've been wanting to make it for a while because it's kind of one of my pet peeves, just smelling fragrances on people. But today I went and picked up a piece of mail from someone. On my way home, I smelled some kind of fragrance in my car and I'm like, why, where's that coming from now? I'm like, oh, it's this mail. I mean, a few pieces of paper absorbed enough fragrance from this person's home to now be emitting and smelling at my car. That's a lot of residue. That's a lot of chemicals that are on just that time. I mean, imagine this person's home. So I'm like, okay, I've got to finally speak to this. So here it is. These fragrances are not natural. They're in fact created using thousands of chemicals. Chemicals that are akin to pesticides and herbicides. Yeah, that's right. They are literally poison that we are breathing in. Why is this an issue? Well, most people are already in this state of imbalance, especially these days with the stressful world we're living in, with the huge shifts we're all going through, and with health being harder to find than ever before, and it's going to continue to be elusive for many. The fact of the matter is we are exposed to so many toxins these days, and this is just one more layer that is completely unnecessary, and often there's a lot that we can do about it in the choices that we're making and the things that we're buying. So what am I talking about when I talk about fragrance products? Talking about lotions, shampoos, conditioners, body sprays, soaps, detergents, anything, candles, anything that has a fragrance to it, a scent to it that is not from essential oils. Even if it says natural fragrance, no, that's a no-go because it's still chemicals. It might have been originally derived from something that was a natural plant source, but it's so far gone from that now. It's not at all natural. So we can't trust these things. We can't trust the label of natural. Go figure. The reason why we don't want to be breathing these things in, other than, okay, it's chemicals, it's akin to pesticides and herbicides. Well, that doesn't sound great, but it also wreaks havoc on the immune system. Breathing in a heavy dose of this can literally lower your immune system for days. So if you're actually living in an environment where this is constant, your immune system is unnecessarily weakened constantly just from that alone. And that's not something that we want, right? Don't you want to be up and vital and feeling well and living in this world and participating, no matter how crazy it might be right now? You know, we want to be taking care of our lungs, we want to be taking care of our liver, and these chemicals are also super harsh on the liver, which is already very overburdened for most people these days. So we want to be doing what we can to nourish the liver and not add more toxicity to it, because it just ends up trying to store it and protect you. But if it's already stressed out, it's not going to be able to do that very well. Another aspect of this is the nervous system. The nervous system can be very triggered by these toxins. Because what happens is we smell these toxins, we breathe them in, and then they actually feed pathogens that are in the body. And when they feed these pathogens, yeah, even those of you who think you don't have pathogens in your body, you got a lot. Most of us do, unless you've done a lot to clean them up. You still, even then, probably have some. So it's just how it is here on planet Earth. But if you are breathing these these poisons in, and they're feeding the pathogens. These pathogens release neurotoxins. And these neurotoxins wreak havoc on the nervous system. So people who already have neurological issues going on in the first place, you really don't want to be around these fragrances if you can help it. So let's talk about chemical sensitivities, because this is something I'm super aware of and have experienced myself, and it sucks hardcore. Because basically you leave your home and you smell the tiniest bit of detergent or perfume, body spray, whatever it may be, on someone in a store or walking on the street, and bam, somebody who already doesn't feel very well to begin with because the toxicity in the body is so high, they're going to be feeling even worse. They're going to have major brain fog. They're going to get a headache. They're going to get really fatigued all of a sudden. Yeah, so the reason this happens is because I was mentioning a moment ago with the pathogens that are in the body, the toxicity that's already present, it's just being pushed even further as soon as we're exposed to these fragrances. That's an indicator that there's a lot of imbalance in the body. But the really good thing is that other than, making the choice to not buy these products, to minimize your exposure to these products with fragrances, the other good thing is that you can actually eliminate and bring down the toxicity that's present and causing the underlying issue to be so bad in the first place. And this is something that I help with. So what can you do? Well, you can remove these products from your home, slowly start to replace them. If just completely replacing them all at once is not financially feasible, that's okay. Just start to replace them as you run out. People tend to be doing this and using a lot of fragrances to try to cover up bad hygiene, or not having a house that's very tidy, or I don't know what it is. They think that it smells clean, and we need to really get over and get past this and break down this bullshit idea that these fragrances equate to clean, because really they're the opposite of it. There's nothing pure and clean about these chemicals. So if we really want to be clean and pure, we need to be clean. We need to wash ourselves, bathe ourselves, clean our cars, clean our homes, clean our dishes, clean our kitchens, whatever it is that's not seeming clean that we're trying to cover up with the scent. And if you still want to be using something that has a scent to it, that's totally cool. Just choose essential oils. There are so many out there to choose from. If you use pure essential oils, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about that. And not only that, but then you have the therapeutic effects. In addition to not having to worry about the toxins, it's actually something that's going to be good for you and health-giving instead. So hopefully that helps you understand a little bit more about fragrances. Hopefully you're going to make some better choices now, because if you're like me, you're super excited about where we're headed in this world, even if it seems tumultuous and crazy. I want to be around for a long time to see how all this is going to unfold. And if my health isn't in a good state, I think that's going to happen. So if you're with me and you want to join me and keep riding this roller coaster we're on, and caring for yourself is just so important right now because of this roller coaster. We want to be caring for ourselves. We want to be in alignment with nature. Removing these products is going to help you get there one step further. If you're interested in making these shifts in your life, but you're not really sure how to go about it, you really want someone to help guide you, I am happy to do that for you. Check me out at thedivineiswithin.com to see the services that I offer. Thank you.